So there's this very unique experience of being a lower support needs autistic person while also having an above average or high intelligence, while also seeming high functioning on the outside. And before I go any further in this video, I want to make it clear that I'm speaking about my own personal experience, and by me doing this, it doesn't take away from the experience of those with higher support needs on the autism spectrum, people who do need supports with pretty much every daily task. I believe that there's enough space for all of these conversations to be had, and there definitely do need to be more conversations about higher support needs autistic people. But for the sake of this video and for the sake of me talking about my own personal experience, I want to talk more about this topic of being a lower support needs autistic person. I can't tell you how many comments I get saying, oh, you don't look autistic, you can't be autistic because you articulate things too well, or you can talk in full sentences, or just stupid things like that that don't really have much to do with autism. What I think people don't understand is that intelligence and autism are unrelated, and having a higher intelligence while also being autistic is very challenging in many ways, because on the outside it seems like I'm doing just fine. Because of the way that I'm perceived, I do seem like I'm doing well in life because of my intelligence, because I'm able to articulate things. My autism was missed all the way until I was 23 years old for this exact reason. I was able to get by in school with good grades, although school was difficult for me in the sense that it just wasn't challenging enough, and the way that we learned things just didn't really click with my brain. I was also able to get by masking. And I think one of the reasons why I masked so much was due to my self-awareness and due to my higher intelligence. It wasn't really out of social motivation, but it was out of survival. It was a need for survival, because I knew that something was different about me. I knew that I was different socially, but I couldn't really pinpoint exactly what it was until right before I was diagnosed with autism. For those of us with a higher intelligence who are also autistic, on the outside it seems like our intelligence kind of overcompensates some of these external autistic traits. However, on the inside, our internal experience is very rich and very challenging. This is why it's important to try to stay away from those high functioning versus low functioning labels, because I do appear less autistic or high functioning on the outside, but I can tell you right now that my internal experience is something that is so hard to describe, something that is challenging most days, and something that just most people wouldn't understand by looking at me. I think it's also important to note the mental health issues that come along with being a lower support needs autistic person. I think partially due to our higher intelligence, partially due to our self-awareness, partially due to us realizing that things are in fact extremely challenging for us. No matter how hard we try, no matter how hard we work towards it, there are some things that might just be impossible for us.